Good morning and welcome to day 19 of Ralston's Big Adventure. So last night I stayed in Davenport Gap Shelter. Has these bear cages on them. It's just chain link fence. Apparently this is the only one left that has these because all the other ones failed. So they just took them out and got rid of them. But this one still has them. I'm also the last one left at the shelter. I stayed with a group of section hikers and then 2 through hikers and then my friend Jesse. They all got up and out of here pretty quick. I did not. I didn't even get out of my sleeping bag till they all left. Just because I was pretty tired after yesterday. But today's gonna be a 10-mile day. I'm gonna do a resupply at the Standing Bear Farm Hostel. Apparently they have a pretty good resupply options there, like a store. And then I'm gonna make my way up to the first shelter. Sorry, there's a weird bug that keeps flying around. Make it to the first shelter after Standing Bear. So that's the plan today. All right, it is 8 a.m. Just now leaving camp. You know, just another day of walking. That's all this is. Just one step after the other with some cool views and some cool people, but it's just walking. So I really have to keep reminding myself out here that the competition is not me against everybody else. And it's just me against me. And it's not even really a competition. It's more so just a, pushing myself to get over the physical and mental barriers every day. And I talk about this a lot, but I don't know. I think, in life, we get so caught up in what everybody else is doing, and I out here, I'm just there, so-and-so's getting 20 miles, so-and-so's getting this many miles. I think I calculated it today, and I'm averaging about 13.2 miles per day. I've had some long days, don't get me wrong, but that's what it's averaged out to. But anyway, but I try to remind myself again that it's not me against everybody else. It's just me against me. What can I do every day? What's my body going to allow me to do? And is that going to be sufficient? The result will be the same. I will get to Katahdin, everybody else will get to Katahdin, and it's not about who gets there first or whatever. So anyway, all I have to say, give yourself some grace today. You're not competing with anybody else. You're competing with you and who you were yesterday. Can you overcome your own mental barriers and physical barriers to get you where you want to go? I think Kobe Bryant probably said it best. He was in high school. He was I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the strongest, I wasn't the whatever. But he said, I had to stop caring about that. I had to stop caring about what everybody else was doing and focus on what I could do. And he said, what I could do is I could practice more hours per week than anybody else could. And that's what, made him one of the greatest players ever, was he realized, okay, how can I be better than I was yesterday? So focus on yourself. Focus on how you can become better than you were yesterday. And don't worry about what everybody else is doing. All right, I made it to the other hiker box on the other side of the park. I guess this means I'm officially done with the Smokies. All right, so I'm on this bridge, and I think I-40 is up there. Oh yeah, we're crossing a river. Oh, this is cool. I think this is the Little Pigeon River. I could be totally wrong. But yeah, this is pretty sweet. Also, this is the AT. You can see this, you can see the AT sign right there. So I am technically on the trail. But yeah, this is pretty cool. All right, headed under I-40. That way is Asheville. That way is Knoxville. And this way is the Appalachian Trail. All right, so I'm on this road walk. This is the Max Patch Road, if you're familiar with that area. But anyway, I'm going to Standing Bear Farm Hostel, which should be right around the corner up here, to resupply And hopefully, my friends are still there because they're waiting to get shuttles to Trail Days, which is in Damascus, Virginia. It's a big party, good time. Everybody has a big hoorah. Just look it up if you're more interested. Anyway, yeah, the trail's somewhere around here, but I just need to respawn some snacks and some other things until I get to Hot Springs. Plus, I want to cool my feet off and just chill for a second. But anyway, that's what I'm up to right now. All right, so I made it to Standing Bear Farm Hostel. It's pretty sweet. All right, so we're here at Standing Bear Farms. Man Stunts, Wisco, Pac-Man, Spitfire, and some other guy. I don't know him yet. Ground Man somewhere. But yeah, probably gonna hang out here for a little bit and then head on to the shelter. All right, so I have stayed here way too long, but got pizza out of it. All right, well, that was a fun little get together with all my friends at Standing Bear Hostel. The place was really freaking cool. Kind of wish I'd stayed there, but you know, it is what it is. But headed back to the trail now. It's about 0.2 miles down this road. And then I got a 7-mile climb into the next shelter. So today is gonna be a pretty easy day, but it doesn't look like it. But there's supposed to be storms this afternoon, I think. So hopefully I can get to the shelter before then. But it's 11:49. I think I was there for like 2.5 hours, which is way longer than I planned. But you know, it's the trail. You don't plan anything out here.
I had a bear.
All right, first snake.
Yeah, it was my first. I had a bear walk up the hill. You
Oh yeah?
See me, I didn't see him. Are you videoing?
Yeah, that's okay. You can keep talking. That's cool. Well, finally some excitement on the trail as far as animals go. I've seen nothing but like birds and squirrels and chipmunks and bugs. Saw caught the tail end of a deer. That was it. But a snake, that was pretty sweet. Yeah, Chili Dog was in front of me and he was like, dude, check this out. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, this is a climb up to Max Patch. Whew. So 2,000 feet straight up over the course of like 4 miles. It's been tough so far, but it's fine. I'm getting used to, you know, the climbing, the elevation, all that kind of stuff. But it still sucks a lot of the time. But getting used to it, but still hard. Also, I want to talk about Standing Bear Hostel real quick because that place is really cool. It completely operates off the honor system. Like you pay at the very end. Also his resupply room, you literally just write down what you got. Like it's all labeled and everything. And so you might get like a Coke and it'd be $1.50. So you just write down $1.50. You total it up yourself. He didn't ask any questions. So, but that's the thing about the hiker community is like it's so like you can do that in the hiker community. Like you can operate on the honor system. Like people out here, like they're just so respectful of one another and so respectful of people who help them out. And so like it's just a really awesome community. Like, and like if somebody were to like steal, like that wouldn't fly. Like somebody would call them out on it. So yeah, it's just, yeah, the hiker community, man, it's something else. All right, welcome to the Green Tunnel, everyone. This is the part of the trail where summer has basically officially hit the lower elevation and everything is green. And all you see all day long is green. Green, 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 green. Yeah, probably not many views today, maybe one, but mostly just green. Okay, so we have a new game plan. So what was gonna be a 10-mile day has now turned into a 19-mile day. Because this way, 19 miles today, I think like 17 tomorrow, and then like 4 into Hot Springs, which is basically a 0 day for me, and it's all downhill. So if I can make it into Hot Springs like early Sunday morning, I can have the whole day to do nothing and then stay in a private room at a hostel and hang out. So I think that's the move. That just makes today really difficult. But that's okay. The motivation is hot springs early Sunday morning. All right, made it to the top of my first climb. To this thing. I think they use this for like airplanes or something. Well, probably not, but yeah, that's pretty cool. But check out the view. Got some heavy rain right there and just clear everywhere else. So I'm not sure, but I may follow that ridge or that ridge. I really don't know. Well, that was a very odd preview experience. I was totally exposed pretty much. Weird. All right, it is 3:38 in the afternoon. Stopped at this shelter to get more water, use the privy, and have a snack. Took forever. Now I'm working my way towards Max Patch and the shelter after that, which is 8 miles away at 3:40. Yeah, this is a bad idea, but it's too late because I need to meet up with my friend Jessie, who I met last night. She's gonna come out for like 3 days and hike with me. So, and she got an early start on me this morning, and I stopped at the hostel, and just been kind of a crazy day with scheduling. But that means that I just have to push it on a little later to catch up, which is totally doable, but just wish it were earlier in the day. All right, so it was a bad idea to post it to the shelter. Heard a big old roll of thunder behind me. I know it's sunny, but somewhere out there are some thunderstorms and rain clouds and some stuff. And yeah, really not trying to get caught in that. All right, so the AT is great and everything. So much I love about it. One thing I hate about it though is it goes up every single freaking hill and mountain that it possibly can. Like for example, I don't know what the heck I just came up over today. I've climbed 2 different like mountains. Neither one of them have had a spectacular view, not nearly as good as Max Patch. And what I can't figure out is like, why didn't they just build it to Max Patch? Like instead of going up over like all these different mountains and hills to get there, like just make it go straight there. I don't understand. Yeah, there's a Forest Service road. It goes all the way to the top of Max Patch. Just go ahead and make that the trail. Just go ahead and do it. Save us all the trouble of having to climb all these hills. I'm telling you, you run into people in the most odd places out here. So, I met this guy Hezekiah, his buddy Jeff, who now goes by Taxman, because he's an accountant. Met them at like a water source on Trey Mountain in Georgia. Didn't see him again until Fontana Dam. And now here we are at the base of Max Patch. And I ran into him like randomly on the trail. It's just wild how you run into people. All right, so I made it to the top of Max Patch and it started raining. But you gotta check out this view. I mean, come on. It just keeps getting better. All right, so there's a parking lot right down there that you can like drive up to and walk up this hill to Max Patch. I'm really surprised there's not more people up here since it is a Friday afternoon at sunset, but with the rain that may have held people off. But Yeah, you can drive up here if you're wondering. There's the rain that just came through. Also, just FYI, all that is the Smokies. So I would have come down that ridge, I think that ridge, down into I-40, which you can't see, and then up over that mountain, down into that ridge, up over this ridge. A lot of ridges, as you can tell. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, don't make it up all these ridges. Just make it up the valley. One big swoop. I mean, I could not have hit this at a better time. There's literally no one up here. This place is usually packed. There's nobody. It's a Friday. Nobody up here. I mean, the rain has moved on. Like, I see it on the distance. It's sunny. Like, I mean, I just cannot, like I had some other thru hikers behind me, and they just, like, came up, and they're like, oh, cool, and then they went down, and I'm like, how can you not savor this moment? Also, like, we're by ourselves. Like, this is just, like, this is, like, a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, okay, promise me, you watching this, whenever you get moments like this, savor them. Please, please, please savor the heck out of these moments. Because I promise you, these are 1 in a million. Sorry, I have a bug crawling on me too, so I'm gonna get that real quick. Okay, so I know I'm posting twice up here, but I mean, I'm the only person here. Like, there's usually tons, like hundreds of people up here, but it's just me. Well, and then that guy over there. But for the most part, just me. But these moments don't come around all that often. Like, these are like once in a lifetime moments. So promise me this, that when you get these once in a lifetime moments where you're like the only person in a really pretty place, that you will sit there and you will savor it and enjoy it and soak it all in. All right, so you see that couple right there? That guy over there is their photographer. And I'm almost positive that they're about to get engaged. So I'm gonna let them have their moment. So I had to leave, but yeah, I think I may just like, actually, I think I'm gonna like hide over here, and when he does it, I'll like clap. All right, so this proposal is 100% making it on the vlog. I don't want to like ruin their moment or anything, but like, I really, 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 really want to see this. While we're waiting on them to pop the question, little scenery for you. Okay, I'm like really, really bad at this whole covert stuff. But I'm gonna try my best. I really think I'm like getting it away because I keep like creeping up and then coming back and then creeping up and coming back. So, oh shit, I gotta go. I can't be here. Okay, they just kept walking around. I felt weird about it. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna give something away if I keep like creeping up on them, and like I don't really know what they're doing. So I just decided to leave. Thought they'd be better, but I really wanted that to make the vlog. That's okay. I'm gonna assume she said yes. But yeah, it's almost gonna be really fun. But I would rather walk away than ruin it for people I don't even know. So we're just gonna assume that she said yeah. Also, it's just rolling hills right now down to the shelter, like 2 miles away, is just like, I mean, it's like heaven, like looking at it, because nothing has rolled today. It's all been just freaking straight up. So yeah, today has been a good ending to just a kind of a meh day. Also, I've got to climb that tomorrow. And then I'm down in Hot Springs, where I'm going to take a Nero. However, that could also be the couple, because he said that when that photographer told me that he was videoing an engagement, he said that they'd be there in like 30 minutes. And that first couple showed up like really early. But that first couple's gotta be it. Yeah, gotta be. Oh yeah, and so updates on my friend Jessie. So, I finally caught up with her on top of Max Patch. I hadn't seen her like all day because she left way before I did. Then I stopped at the hostel. Yeah, it was just a whole thing. Anyway, she got some pretty bad blisters on her feet, I think. And so she's actually camping right below Max Patch on the other side, back the way that we came. And he's gonna get her right out tomorrow just because she's like, I just don't know if I can do into Hot Springs. So she's gonna get off trail a little early. But yeah, so that's the update there. But yeah, dang, I was looking forward to hanging out with her and spending some time. But that's okay, you know, things happen. Hate that she didn't make the videos, but yeah, just is what it is. It's also not lost on me that I've literally hit every good viewpoint at the perfect time. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but like Kleeman's Dome, Waya Bald, Max Patch, Albert Mountain, I mean, literally every good viewpoint on this trail I've hit perfectly. And I thank God every single day for that. Because I'm telling you, like, it's stunning when you have like a wide open view out here. And so often it's so cloudy that you can't see anything. But I've been so lucky, and man, so thankful. Alright, so I just had to stop and get water a little bit before the shelter because there's no water at the shelter. It's like 0.2 miles up this way or 0.2 miles down tomorrow. So I went ahead and filled up so I can cook dinner and brush my teeth and all the things. But it is 7:30 p.m. I usually go to bed by 8/8:30. So I'm getting to the shelter way later than I really would like to ever. But today, like, being up there at Max Patch was too good. So, like, I will let today slide, but normally I will never show up to a shelter this late. All right, it is 8:25, so it's well past my bedtime, but camp's been really good. I mean, I've only been here for an hour, but some really cool people here. And as always, I just love the camaraderie of, like, shelters. It's always fun to see who's going to be here and the new people you meet, and yeah, it's really cool. But met some new thru hikers, which was fun. But yeah, I'm exhausted from today, so I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm only like 17 miles from Hot Springs, so originally I was gonna go to the next shelter and then take a really easy day into Hot Springs, but now I'm like, man, if I can get to Hot Springs early and get a private room or something, that would be so nice. So I think I'm gonna push like another 17-18 mile day tomorrow, which would be almost 60 miles in 3 days, but worth it for a bed and a shower. But anyway, as always, thanks for following along. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, it's Ralston here, hiking the AT. I'm hiking the AT for several reasons, but one big one is to support the Isaiah 117 house in Blairsville, Georgia. This organization is dedicated to, helping foster kids at the moment they're taken out of the home and some of the most traumatic parts of their lives. That's where they seek to intervene. And so they seek to provide a house with food, clothing, foster parents, almost pretty much immediately after they're taken out of the home. So it's a really great organization that's dedicated to bettering the lives of children and I just could not be more appreciative and more excited to support them and of all the work they're doing. So if you'd like to help out and donate, you can visit the link below, and it'll take you to the donation page. But please consider giving a gift to help support Isaiah 117. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maverick out.